Hi class, I want to take a minute and go over a completed lines of argument from last semester so you can see what they're supposed to look like and how it's going to help you finish your final essay. So at the top you can see that this writer has included their issue question. So their issue question is, has technology increased learning? This issue question is the same issue question that you used in the synthesis essay. So you're going to pull the same question. But instead of responding to the issue question with the author's response, you're going to respond with your own main claim. So you're answering your own issue question and that becomes your main claim. So I pulled up the student's main claim. It's right here. She said, of course, some argue that technology has transformed learning. Although technology has changed how students gather information and do their assignments, technology alone cannot reshape the education process or improve learning among students. I think it's really important to write the main claim this as soon as you can, just because it will help you organize your thoughts and write your lines of argument. The course has you write the main claim in an odd spot. So I would sit down now as you're drafting and write that main claim so that you know what you're arguing from the very beginning. Again, no personal pronouns. You're writing it as if it were a strong argument. Try and make sure you're not writing an informational essay. So you're not saying the pros and cons are this. You're making an argument. And the argument this author is making that technology alone cannot reshape the education process or improve learning among students. She's taking a stand. So that's something that I want you to be conscious of as you're writing your essay. If we go back to the lines of argument, remember that this essay is written kind of differently, where you outline an opposing view first, and then you respond to it. So that's what's here on this left side, the opposing view, and then your view or the writer's view. So the way you'll write this essay is you'll say, some people say schools invest in technology to improve the learning process. However, technology can be used to enhance learning, but should not be viewed as the only answer to improving education. It's like you're having a back and forth argument with someone. They make a point and you agree with certain parts or disagree and show why. Then what the student has done is these are all their sources. So as they did their research, they found sources and labeled them accordingly and then put them in this outline so they know what sources to draw upon for their essay. So A is the source number, and then the number is the page that the quote or the information they want to use is on. I've had some students directly quote and put the quotes that they want to use here. This student has just sort of summarized what the source said and will then insert the direct quotes into the essay as they write it. But you can see that she has source A1, source C3, B1, D4, again a quote from same source but on page 2. So she's starting to really build an outline, and this makes it so easy to write because she now has the opposing view and a source that shows the opposing view and then her response here. So that way she can just start writing this main body of the essay from here. So you can see then she goes on to a reason 2. Some argue that children are already technologically skilled in many areas. Her response, children have many technology skills, but they also need human interaction for effective learning. So she's kind of arguing with them. Her third reason, children will need technological knowledge and skills to compete in the workplace. Her argument, children can always learn computer skills. They need to spend time learning critical skills for their development. Again, you can see she's paired her sources with where they fit best. And then going on, reason 4 and reason 5. I think 5 reasons is a good place to start, 4 or 5. These are opposing views, and then the they ignores are points that the other side hasn't brought up. So things that maybe the other arguments or sources have forgotten. So there's a couple they ignores here. And that's kind of what a lines of argument should look like. So between Saturday and Tuesday this week, you should have this all filled out. And as you're researching and building your sources, as you get ready to submit the source list on Thursday this week, I would suggest starting to pair them with your points so that you're already building that outline and that this is complete at the end. If you choose to meet with me for a conference, this is the document that you'll need to bring to our meeting so that we can look at your points and your issue question and your claim and see what direction headed. I hope that helps answer questions on this essay and where you're headed. Let me know if you have any questions.